almost 3-1, Kansans say yes, they'd love for the Chiefs to come across the line. So it kind of puts everything else in perspective.
As a special legislative session looms, Kansas' efforts to attract the reigning Super Bowl champs heat up. In a story you'll see only on Fox 4, new polling obtained by Fox 4 News shows Kansas voters overwhelmingly support that effort to bring the Chiefs over the state line.
The poll of more than 1,000 likely voters comes 2 weeks from the opening of a special session that will likely include a revised sports star bond package. Fox 4's Jonathan Ketz joining us live from Kansas City, Kansas, near where developers are trying to get the team to move. Jonathan, it's worth noting that that poll was commissioned by the supporters of this effort.
That is correct, and we picked this location, Bria, because we've been told in the past that developers are interested in pitching some land south of State Avenue, in between State Avenue and I-70, on the northeast corner of I-70 and 435 in KCK, for the Chiefs if they're interested in building a new stadium here. But Fox 4 obtained this polling earlier today. The statewide survey done by Coefficient of just more than 1,000 likely Kansas general election voters was conducted from May 13th to the 15th. It said that the legislature is considering a proposal that would bring the Chiefs to Kansas and keep them in the area. One of the questions was, do you support the Kansas City Chiefs leaving Missouri and moving to Kansas? 63% of the respondents said yes, 20% said no, 16% were unsure.
Folks care about the Chiefs. They care a lot about the Chiefs. And, while they certainly care about marginal tax rates and sales tax and a lot of other of the minutia of how, state governments operate, this is something that they see every day and that they feel and touch and taste. And the idea of going to a Kansas stadium to watch their Super Bowl champions, people have more intense attitudes towards it. They're more focused on it than really just about anything else.
Ryan Muntz said he was hired by a public affairs firm that has been involved in talking to legislators about this project. He would not say the name of the firm, but on Tuesday, we also found out a group called Scoop and Score filed an article of organization last month with the Kansas Secretary of State's office. Terry Easley Geraldo is a Johnson County Community College communications professor. Here's what she had to say about the polling.
And the question itself was rather worded in a unique way. So when you read the question that they asked, it was very leading. Someone with a debate communication background, it's pretty obvious that they were trying to get a desired answer.
Easley Geraldo also told us that she believes this survey was intended for state legislators with that special session coming up in 2 weeks. Of course, it's not the state legislature that gets the final say. It is the Kansas City Chiefs who aren't commenting on this story. Something else we found out earlier today, the incorporator of that Scoop and Score entity that filed with the Secretary of State's office, John, Pajay Resner, a former legislative GOP staffer working in the city of Topeka.
Jonathan Ketz live in Kansas City, Kansas tonight. John, thanks.